Happy Thursday, you guys, and I'm back from 4:44 this morning. I was all in my Jay-Z mood when I got up and ate a slice of pizza and the little small apple pies. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I was really hungry. I really was. So anyway, I have a few updates for you. And I'm just please work with me because remember those things I told you that I was going to try? Well, I did another one. And I think really I thought you probably have to take multiple of those to have that future effect, if you will. You probably have to take multiple. And no, I'm not going to do that. And I don't really think it has an effect on me. I don't. I really don't. Like, I was doing some splits. I was watching some TikTok videos and I was doing some splits. And I haven't did splits in probably decades. And I was doing the splits and let me tell you, I got down there and I got back up without a problem. I kid you not. I went down real slow because I was nervous, but I got back up without a problem. So I could really do that. Now, mind you, my mom's side of the family, they're from Trinidad, and also, they all migrated. A good many of them migrated to New York, where I'm originally from. But I'm used to all the Caribbean, the reggae dances. I used to do them all, still can do them. Now, Megan with the good knees. Now, I used to have good knees in my 20s, teens and 20s. I used to do the reggae dances. There was one where you actually did them on your knees. I haven't done that. Now, that I'm a little more afraid of than the split. But after I lose the pounds I'm trying to lose, I will attempt to do that. Okay. So anyway, where was I? Oh, I have a few updates, and I'm following the social media reality folks. I don't know, they're not really stars or celebrities, so the reality folks, I'm gonna call them that. I don't really know what else to call them, and I catch them on a few of the people that report on them, and they are hilarious. That there's a man that reports on them, and there is 3 different women that report on the female, and they are hilarious. I kid you not. I just watched them for the jokes. They are literally hilarious. But anyway, so I did my first and my only and my last video on the comparison of Three God and Queen Op. And I said I was going to only continue watching them until one went into jail and to see if the other one was coming out. And I meant what I said. So Ciara Taylor, I believe her name is, aka Queen Op, she had a court date that was pushed back, I think 1 or 2 times, into December 1st or December 3rd. One of those, but it's early December. Definitely early December. I think I even wrote it on one of the pictures here. When I go over this video, I will put the exact date, but it's either December 1st or the 3rd, last I heard. And Three God, Eligio Bishop, Nature Boy, he had a court date either in February or March. And I do know that one of his Cash App wives, they're not real wives. Like, he didn't marry these people. I think he is legally married to Velvet, her, legally. But he's not married to the other ones. They're just women that, he was humping around with. And, okay, you're my wife. So she got arrested. The one, Afuro. They're all pretty women, most definitely. But that one, Afuro, the one that I think
It is Afro. I'm sorry,
he treated
it's
them all
Afro.
disgusting, but he just talked down to, he did just some, I'm not going to even get into it. But she's in jail. And I actually think, I don't know if she's still in there or not, because I really don't follow it like that. But she's in there, and I think they're trying to apply pressure, see where she's at with all this, if she's gonna rat. I honestly think if these women would have just went and did some shit while he was locked up, I believe they might have bailed him out. But being that they're still quoting his rhetoric and they were still acting crazy, going from here to there with all the stupid nonsense, waiting for him to get out. It's been 2.5 years now, right? And they're still waiting for him to get out. I think they really helped him stay in there longer with their nonsense, and then flying shit over in drones. I think they was trying to send some weed and a phone and a drone over. Yeah, that's what I heard. Now, I didn't check any of this shit myself. This is just listening to other YouTubes. I didn't check any of it. Normally, if I'm going to do a video, I would look more into it. But they was just doing some stupid shit. So I think that's really what kept Eligio's stay in, I think he's in DeKalb County jail. Not too far from me. But let his stay be in there longer. Now, Soular, I think his real name is Courtney Townsend. Let me tell you, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. The first time that I had seen Soular when he was, in Nature Boy's cult, the first feeling that I got from him, model. Did Soular miss his calling? He should be a model. Models should be seen and not heard. I kid you not. If he didn't talk so much, my goodness. He could be a model. Being he's a little bit older, he's not like in his teens and early 20s where they kind of maybe want them frail sometimes. But put on about a good 20 pounds, 25 pounds, eat a little bit more, put a little bit muscle on, if you will. He could really be a model. Definitely. He said he was growing those dreads back. They make him, but the short hair is cool too. See what that's looking like, I mean, I know he wants to do his little thing where he's talking and guiding people and setting up retreats and all this stuff. Hey, I'm not gonna break anybody's bubble. Hell no, I will never do that. But give yourself a time limit. If it doesn't jump off by yada 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 by that date, then it's time to look into something else. Meanwhile, still care for the child that everybody knows is yours right now. And the second child, whenever it comes. I heard it could be here. I heard it might not be here. I don't know. But care for your kids when they get here still. You can still do whatever the hell you want, but care for those babies. You have to care for your babies, because once they throw you on that child support, that's warrants. If you try to enter back into the U.S., that's warrants. So, but yes, model. And it might not be too late. He might be able to do something like that. I really do. And but that's the first thing that I saw, that I felt when I saw him. Really do. He needs some type of guidance. He really does. Someone had did a video, and I remember saying on a video that I felt that Soular was going to unlive himself. Oh, people jumped on me in the comments. Oh, how dare you say that? That's an awful thing to say. And that's the way I felt. And one other person said, I had a dream and I woke up crying because I felt he did. And like 2 or 3 days later, someone had posted him talking about it. And he said he actually had reached out to a S hotline, and he was talking to them and they made him feel really good. He was trying to kind of dumb it down and play it down, but he felt that way. And you didn't have to be, an enlightened spirit or psychic or anything like that, or be third house of the rock, whatever the hell he be saying. You don't have to be all that to know. I could just see it in him as me being older than him and knowing those situations. I could just see it. And he tries to do a lot of things to make up for it, but to me, honestly, personally, I think he is living a bit of a sad life right now. I honestly do. And I don't care if people jump on me again. I honestly do. And I don't go to his personal stuff to see anything, because I know he talks about astrology a lot. And I believe in it to a degree, not as much as he does. I'm not in it, I should say, as much as he is. But, if that's what you do, that's what you do, But, And like Eligio tried to build a family around him. Like everything, when Eligio started, it was a good thing, but it always ends up a bad thing. All these cult leaders, when they start off, it's always promising. But then somewhere down the line, it changes. It changes. I use Jim Jones. When I talk about cult leaders, I use Jim Jones. When he was a little boy, he always wanted to be a pastor, a preacher, whatever. And he always felt like he wanted the white people and the black people to be together. And then he finally got the opportunity to do that. And he took, drug addicts and what they call the whores, down to Jonestown. And he built up a great place there. And then it started getting ugly to the fact that he wanted couples to come. Then after a while, the men couldn't sleep with the women. Then after a while, he started sleeping with the men's wives. He separated them. He had all the women. He was getting them all pregnant. He had biracial kids because he was getting the black women down there pregnant too. One of his real wives was a nurse, and he was making her, steal medicine. And he got on drugs really bad, and he was prostituting, some of his own, members down there so he can have more land and more things to have. He was just doing, if you guys ever seen the Jim Jones movie, oh my God, check it out. It's the best ever. The book is the best ever too. And he just was doing some wild shit. He really was. Even up until the point where he had, I think it was like an NBC, they went down there to check on him. And at first it looked all good. And, how everyone was, eating the great food that was cooked, and it was entertainment and everyone loved it. And then they slipped the people, no, we want to go home. We want to go back. We don't want to be here. And a lot of people want to follow suit. And that's where he went, and he got, the other cult members to come and do all that killing. And he told somebody to kill, probably Jim, and then to probably kill themselves, but that person did not kill themselves. A lot of people got away with probably a lot of that money. And all these cult members, most of them, they start out with good intentions, but they just be on themselves, and it turns out to be horrible. And I'm sorry, I just went to Texas to get to Atlanta again. But, that's where I believe Nature Boy, it started off promising. And then it wasn't. And all these people sending cash apps, that I believe that creates monsters in everybody. And Courtney, yes. Courtney, if you ever hear this, because I know when you see your picture, you might want to click on there. So if you hear this, please, look into something. Look into modeling. I really think you still have it in you. You're still young enough. And look into that. And whatever you're trying to do down there, I'm not going to say you're trying to follow Nature Boy's footsteps, but I know you were talking about a retreat. And I'm just saying, with your retreat, give it a certain time limit. If it's not rocking by that time limit, do something else. You're away in Mexico. We don't know what you're doing. You can get a night job there somewhere. You could find something just to keep, because even though Mexico, I know, is less money to live, but you still have to pay something. And be easy. For real, I'm talking to you like you're my son. Be easy. Be easy. Time flies. Time flies so quickly. And you can't keep doing the same thing forever. Can't keep doing the same thing forever. That's why I wonder how Ciara's gonna continue with this. And let me just, before I continue with one last person I want to discuss, back to Ciara Taylor, Queen Aunt. She says she's going to go back to dancing, but I don't know. She might, if that's still what she wants to do. I know she's up in age. Isn't she like knocking 40 or something like that? I know she's up in age. And I don't know. But she says her obsters support her. But I wonder for how long are they going to support her? I wonder. And she has to wonder that. I mean, she does get the money, but eventually, things run out. It does. But she says she has plans after she gets her body together. She has plans, but I'm just wondering about her situation. I honestly think, and I'm going to tell you, I honestly think that Sierra is going to, Op, she's going to definitely have to do some time in jail. It might be under a year. It might be a few months. It might be under a year. It might even just be house arrest or some type of probation where the minute she fucks up, it's on. You know, it might be something like that, most definitely. She's going to have to pay some fines. Now, if they really want to fuck with her, they can tell her to get a job. Oh, no, not your little social media gig. They can actually, people don't believe this, a court can stop you from being on social media, can literally stop you. So how would her funds come in? She can't hide on these apps because the minute they see her on an app and it was dated the day that she wasn't supposed to be on there, she is violating her probation. They could literally stop you. She can try to go on as another name and get cash outs, but people want to see her. So unless she sends somebody on like Danny for, to speak up for her, she cannot be seen. Now, I know she's kind of streetwise enough, or should I say internet wise enough to maybe have somebody get on there and vouch for her. But I think the obsters want to see her. They want to see her. So yeah, a court can actually stop her from getting on the internet for a certain amount of time. I knew a man he called himself a professional troll. He would troll anything, just anything. You know, people that come out of nowhere, just anything. They gave him 3 years. They gave him 3 years and he violated. He had a fat ass restitution to pay. Yes, he did. So I know that it can happen after a while when there are professional trolls around here. So I think she's going to have a heavy restitution that she has to pay. And I think that she may get a few months to serve in jail, most definitely. I don't know if there's going to be a restraining order against Shell. I have no idea about that part. But I do believe she's going to get a few months, not years like people are saying. A few months, most definitely. And I just said I would hope that the judge would take her internet privileges away, but I don't know. He might not. But that's what I think about that. And as for Eligio has been in there for 2 years. I think he has a trial coming up either February or March, something like that. And I think for him, he's going to maybe have to do another year or two, possibly time served. I don't think he's going to be in there for like 10 years and all that. I mean, it depends on really how the trial goes. If everyone there really talks and really speaks against him, it's a possibility. But he's not going to be in there forever. What is he, like 40 now too? He's like 40, right? Or 41, something like that. He's going to see the free world again. And when he does actually get back into the free world again, if he's still in his early to mid 40s, it would be interesting to see how he handles the free world. Now, one last person I want to talk about that I never mentioned on this channel, and I won't mention ever again neither, but I was following her at one point. She was part of the BBW cult on TikTok. And I remember the first time I saw her videos, I was like, wow. Okay, I didn't know she was using a filter all the time. But I was like, oh my God, this girl is gorgeous. And then they showed pictures of her as a very, large size woman, a BBW, I guess that's what they call them. And how she had got herself back down to shape. I don't know if she did the gastric bypass. I'm not sure what she did, but she had videos of her working out. And I was like, okay, so she really did the one up. She really got herself together. And they said she used to sell oils. And she was a very feminine looking chick selling the oils and all that. And she was obviously a lesbian because she was with, I believe that he's an African or a Nigerian stud that she was with. They said they were married, but these days, oh God, they don't go to the courthouse and file anything at a courthouse to be married. It's okay, we're married. Okay, babe, you're married. And that's it. So I don't really know how that went down. But they were together, and for some reason they broke apart. And you know what? I just might do an evaluation on Miss Angela Van Dusen. I think that's what her name is. Angie Van Dusen, something like that. And she started to pretend to treat these women badly, because a lot of women have broke it down and said, oh, she wasn't doing that, it was all for a pretend. But she was getting at one point a lot of money from people just sending them in now to be daddy's girls. At first she just wanted BBW, then when the money was coming in, oh, she took anybody. But she has a certain amount of people that she says are her wives. And it was crazy because when she does these videos, they're always at hotels. All of these said wives have never even been to her home. So, red flag, a lot's going on with that woman. But everybody's hoping that she goes to jail and saying that she was the female nature boy. If anyone is close to being the female nature boy, that would be Miss Sierra Taylor, Queen Op. And she don't even got nature boy. But I'm saying if anyone was in line for that position, it would be her ass. But no, I don't think, I know that the BBW cult chick, I think she had a little name for herself at Daddy's Girls, Daddy, or some other shit she had before then. But she would definitely, be the one to be going to jail early for some shit. But she actually went to jail on an old warrant, is what I was looking at for one of these videos. An old warrant. And one of the ladies, I'll just put in BBW call. There's one lady, very funny, and she does a lot of her Daddy's Girls, Angela Van Dusen stuff, TikTok, BBW cult. She does a lot of that. So, and they go on her show too. So it's really good to hear, other people talking, ex-Daddy Girl members and all that. So yeah, I think she won't be going to jail for any of that stuff. I think eventually people will it'll die out. It'll fizzle out. The little chick she's with, either she's going to be with them or not, and they'll just go on about their business. But right now it's just something to do, I guess. It's awful, but it's something to do. And I know a lot of these women went and got her name tatted on them, and, she got off on that. Something to do, like I said, it's people that sit around, they want to belong to something, and they want to have something to do, and it's easier to reach out on a computer, a laptop, or your phone and look at somebody that you can just instantly chat with instead of, meeting somebody that lives in your city, that lives a few blocks away or even an hour away, that you can actually have some relationship with. I think it's much more there than I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't know if this doctor's prescribed medicine is kicking in. I see I've been rambling for over 22 minutes. I hope you understand everything I said. And lastly, but not leastly, I do have my membership. I tried to talk about it a little bit earlier, but I'm going to tell you about it now. Okay, I have the $6.99, and I hope it's affordable. And you'll get the videos. Please start becoming a member. I see one so far. Thank you. And I do have the keychains with the light bulb on them. See. So pretty, so cute. And I will send them right down to you. All you have to do is just email me your mailing address at darkideas@yahoo.com with whatever name that you used to enter in the membership, and I will definitely get that keychain out to you. And I think it's so cute. I really do. And now I do have a membership for $19.99, and that membership is so cool because you'll have a number to call me. The holidays are coming up, and it's a lot that I'm going to discuss about that. I think I can help with that. I'll just put it that way. I think I can help you. I think I can talk to you. If you ever wanted to talk to somebody that probably knows a lot more about you than anybody does, I think it could be me. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say no more. So just give it a try. I think you'll like it. You could actually just call and talk to me. And unfortunately, I can only do those on Sunday. I can probably text more enough, but on Sunday I can only do that from like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. because you guys know I work. And maybe on the off chances I can do some extra days in between, but I will definitely let you know the days I could do in between. But Sunday will be the day, and I need to know that you're calling, but we'll work all that out. I'll do another video where I'll speak a little bit more into it. I'll probably do one more in a little bit, but I got some food coming. I'm hungry. And yeah, so that's just what I want to talk to you about. Our social media folks here. We have Queen Up, we have Three God, we have Soular, and we have Daddy's Girls. Wow, our reality folks. Yeah, I ain't call nobody no bad names. No, I didn't need to. I didn't need to. I was going to put little snippets of their videos in, but what for? This is enough right here. This is enough right here. And I'm healing very good. Oh my God, you guys, thank you for such the nice comments in the community chat. I really appreciate it. I really do. And I am getting better. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It was a minor surgery. That's cool. I have a major one coming up, but not until sometime next year. Early next year, I want to get that out the way. And I'm going to talk a lot more about that in the membership. Because I do a lot of blah, blah, blah on here. And I know people come here for look at the true crime. They don't want to probably hear me blah, blah, blah. But that's it. That's it. And for all of you who don't know why I'm rambling, I think it might be the perks. I do. The perks. I think I'm rambling. I don't know. Am I? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to get off now. But you guys have a great Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I am off. I'm going to be here working on some stuff for you guys. Some weekend videos. So until then, relax. Have a great day. Eat some good food. Stay hydrated. Listen to some good music or the ID channel, some of my favorites. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the weather wherever you guys are. Right now it's like about what degrees is it? I'm not sure. I think it's like 70 or something. Last week it was 84. Then it was like 60. Our weather is crazy. Like, where do you guys live? And like, what's your degrees? Like the weather outside. It's crazy. They even say that there might be snow the day before Thanksgiving. I don't believe that. I've been in Columbus for some years now, and I haven't seen snow. I saw a blanket of white one morning, but it was ice, and it was gone in no time. But I'm talking about the snow that went up to your chest, and you have to go to school in that. That's the shit I was in when I was a kid. So, no. When it rained for 3 days, they canceled school. I was like, these pussies here. Okay, let me go. All right, but I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye. Okay, in case you're wondering about that question mark, there is another young man that does the same type of polyamorous so-called wives thing. I mean, it's a few of them, but I have a feeling that this particular one here, he's going to probably go to jail for some DV. I think he's going to be involved in DV. Now, he to me looks a little on the femme side, even though I haven't seen him enough, but he just gives me that femme thing going on. And he always looks shiny and greasy at the same time. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but he always looks shiny. And he's always like gazing into the camera like I think he's going to be arrested for DV. And I'm not laughing at the DV part, the fact that he always looks greasy. Like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's what that question mark thingy was for.